Dear students, now we will understand the significance or importance of international financial reporting standards and what the assumptions they had taken while framing these IFRS. As you all know, that accounting has the certain assumptions known as the concepts, conventions, principles, on the basis of which the whole accounting is done. Likewise, while framing the international financial reporting standards, the International Accounting Standard Board has also taken certain assumptions. What those assumptions are there, we will learn and understand one by one. First, it is the accrual assumption. As I share with you, the transactions are recorded in the books of accounts on the accrual basis. Same is to be followed as per the Indian accounting standards also, that transactions should be recorded in the books in the period from which they belong. It is immaterial that when the cash being received or the account being settled. The second assumption taken under IFRS is going concern assumption. It is again like the Indian accounting standards that business is to be assumed as a continuing and going entity, and there is no particular period for which the life of the business can be defined. It is assumed that the life of the business is infinite. Other important assumption is measuring unit assumption. Measuring unit for valuation of capital is the current purchasing power. What it means that whenever we have to take the value will be as per the current purchasing power. Measuring unit for valuation of capital is how the capital is valued. There are number of methods for valuation of the capital which you will study at the higher level of understanding. But please understand that measuring unit for valuation of capital is taken the current purchasing power. Now, constant purchasing power assumption. Constant purchasing power means value of capital be adjusted to inflation in the economy at the end of the financial year. Whenever there is change in the prices, they generally to be known as the price rise, because in India as well as in the global level, the inflation is very prominent. Inflation here means that is the price rise. So the constant purchasing power assumption assumes that the value of the capital be adjusted to the inflation. Whatever the current market price is there, accordingly the changes to be made at the end of the financial year. Then the other important IFRS based financial statements. IFRS basically recommend for the preparation of the following financial statement. Statement of financial position, which is known as the balance sheet. Then statement of comprehensive income, that is known as the profit and loss account or trading profit loss account or manufacturing or production account. Statement of changes in the equity. Basically, changes in equity means that during a particular period, what is the change in the capital? If the capital being increased after adjustment to the drawings and additional capital, we could say that there is profit during that period, and if it is reduces, definitely we could say that there is loss in that period. Then statement of cash flow. In class 12, you will understand what the statement of cash flow is there and how the statement is prepared. Then notes and significant accounting policies, which means that notes as well as the policies which has been followed for the preparation of financial statements, they all are the part of the financial statement as per the IFRS or International Financial Reporting Standards. So, IFRS recommends for the preparation of the following statements, but it is not the exhaustive list. In addition to that, if any organization wants to prepare some other statements, some other schedules, any type of the notes, the organization is free to prepare such type of the statements as well as the notes. Then a very important aspect comes that what are the advantages or benefits of IFRS. IFRS is a global level financial reporting standards Definitely it is helpful to the economy at large. Definitely it guides to the investor. It helps to the industry as well as to the accounting professionals. So there are number of advantages, plus points of benefits of IFRS. IFRS are important for entities that have global network of businesses, investors and lenders. A single accounting standard provides all stakeholders a cohesive, means complete, comprehensive view of financial state of affairs, and it is helpful to the economy at large, to the investors, to the industry, to the accounting professionals. Then, what is the difference between IFRS and the Indian GAAP? Means Indian Accounting Standards or Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. Basically, IFRS are principle based, while Indian GAAP or accounting standards are rule based. IFRS has the basis that the accounting principles being understood and the rules being framed accordingly, while the Indian accounting standards, they are the rule based. IFRS are based on the fair value concept, while Indian accounting standards are based on the historical cost concept. A very important difference, that IFRS based on the fair value concept, which the actual value concept is there, but Indian accounting standards, they are based on the historical cost concept we had already understood. Apart from the above two principal differences, there are differences in the number of areas like revenue recognition, inventory or the stock valuation in service sector, accounting for taxes on income, etc. So this way we had understood completely the important lesson of theory base of accounting, where we had understood the various accounting principles, various concepts, various postulates, various concepts, various conventions, and we had also understood how they are applied while preparation of the financial statements. We had also understood two very important aspects of accounting. They are accounting standards and international financial reporting standards. We had also understood the benefits of both, that is accounting standards and IFRS. We had also understood the utility, role, contribution of both important concepts and how they are helpful to the industry, to the economy, to the investor, to the organization, to the accounting professionals. I would continue in my next video relating to the very important aspect of basis of accounting.